let's continue on over here. Sorry for the delay. Thoughts onto the relationship. Onto the relationship altogether. Look, we do have our Eight of Wands popping on through. We do have our Nine of Pentacles, but we do have our Chariot in reverse position. So yes, happiness. Yes, knowing that moving on forward and taking the movements like he must will bring happiness to the relationship and to the connection, but not being ready to make those movements. So he's still reflecting onto the potential of the relationship, considering, what it truly means for both of you and how it's going to align with everything altogether. Your wants, your desires, him working through his hopes, but also his fears. He's got those two contradictions. So he's got hopes, but he has fears. It's really the question of him to try to balance that out. And that is what I believe he is working on at this moment. So I'm going to say this silence is his way of finding clarity upon it all. Oops, hold on just a second. Just one moment. Oops. And let's go over here. So progress on overcoming his fears and committing to a relationship. That's what I've been seeing through into the last two questions that we looked at. He's working. He's progressing. Loveshine, if you're around, by the way, you can post your questions, Sweetie Pie. You're going to be on up next. So Loveshine, you may post your questions if you desire to. And progress on overcoming his fears and committing to a relationship. The very important card that comes out, the very first one over here, is about respecting the differences. Your differences, his differences, the cooperation, avoiding different type of conflicts where it's not necessarily, where you don't need it. Looking for a certain amount of peace. So what he is basically saying is that he is enjoying the silence, the peace that is working at this moment, because it is allowing him to do, like we mentioned, to work upon himself. So I'm going to say over here, progress takes time, Sweetie Pie, especially when there's fears and they're deeply rooted. I feel like Mike is making small steps internally. They're not visible because, of course, they're inside, but his silence could be part of that process for him to build the courage to actually move on forward. So he's working onto it, sweetie. He is. You found me. You were looking for me, 2 Myers. I don't know. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Nice to see you. Is Mike thinking about you today? Okay, just one second. Just one moment. Something is buffering. Everything is buffering. Is Mike thinking about you today? Okay. Sweetie Pie. Is he thinking about you today? Yes, He is thinking about you today. The connection is nice and strong because your connection doesn't fade. It's even though he is onto a pause, the connection that you guys both have is not a connection that is fading or that is leaving anywhere. It is still there. It is just a silent, beautiful connection, if you will. So I'm going to say into his moments of quiet, he often brings himself to deeper thoughts. And whenever he gets into those deeper thoughts, he thinks about you. But I feel like he thinks about you a lot into those moments where he feels that he is lonely. Into his everyday life, when he is busy, when he is working, his mind just kind of, stays focused on what it is that he is doing. But into those little moments of solitude, when he gets back home, when he's done working, or when he goes for a walk sometimes out with his dogs, he thinks about you. There's something also that is popping through my mind having to do with a candle. So I'm not going to say he necessarily lit the candle, but he's been looking at the candle and he's been thinking of you. So you know which candle it is that I'm talking about. And I feel like he's thinking that basically he's missing you. He's missing that beautiful energy that you have that is surrounding him. No, he's not trying to decide if he wants to be with you. He said the candle is already burnt out. Well, maybe he's looking at the empty candle then. Was it into a glass? What was it into? Because whatever the recipient was into, that's what he kept. And he told you a while ago that it burnt out. Okay, well, whatever the recipient is in, he kept it and did not put anything else into it. Okay, and then he still has that then, and he still has like the remain, if you will, of the candle that is there because he is thinking about the candle, and he's looking at it. So maybe I'm seeing him looking at the candle the way that it was into his mind and not necessarily physically at this moment, but he's definitely thinking about the candle, thinking about the thoughtful gesture that you did, and that is absolutely beautiful. I do love that because it shows that what you did for him, the time that you put into it and you gave it to him is precious and that it's important and that he does like it and he does appreciate it. And the fact that he actually utilized it is really, really quite nice too. I'm a little bit disappointed though that it burnt out really quickly. That being said, he still then has a glass cup and he's looking at the glass cup because there's still like a little bit of, a little bit of that wax at the bottom of it. Let me just go get your other question. Just one moment, going back in. I've got you onto the list too, my beautiful Yvonne, sweetie pie. You say, well, what is this? Post on how to people to. Or should you keep the silence, right? Let's go see. So should you reach out? I'm going to say no, sweetie. I mean, you can do it if you want to. You can. The possibility is yours. There is absolutely no doubt about it. But my Page of Cups is saying a no. I feel like the fact that he posted that everything is okay is pretty much a little bit him kind of saying, people do not have to reach out to him. Everything is okay. Otherwise, he would let you guys know. So it's a little bit of that way to say to everybody at the same time with less effort as possible that everything is okay. Kind of feel like he might be a little bit tired of people checking up onto him. So I'm going to say Let it be. It is simply not necessary. Besides, you already know because of this, right? And like I said, if there's anything, he would have let you know. He would have reached on out. He would have told you what is going on. But you can do it if you want to, but I don't feel like it's necessary. I feel like if you write that, he's not going to write back. So he'll appreciate it, absolutely. But I do not believe that he is going to write on back. So then you might end up kind of feeling a little bit sad, and it might end up just kind of doing the opposite of what it should be doing. So I'm going to say no. The fact that a bunch of other people did it, let them do it. You're not like the other people. So let's continue to leave him a little bit of that space that he needs. If anything becomes a little bit more scary, it becomes a little bit closer, and you're truly worried and you don't have any news, then I say okay. But for the moment, everything is okay, and you need to leave it the way that it is. Yeah, we need to leave him that space. Thank you, Love Shine, for posting, Sweetie Pie. Let me give you some messages, my love. Let me give you some messages from this little deck. You know, he's not one to like to reply to people. So that's one thing. And if a lot of people are reaching on out about it, then he's probably a little bit annoyed by it. So let's leave anything that is annoying onto the side. Let's give you some messages. Thank you, Love Shine. I'll be with it, and I'll be with you in just one moment, sweetie. After Love Shine, I'm going to go and see Yvonne, then I'm going to go and see Mimi, okay? All right. I am so embarrassed. I have acted foolishly, and I don't know how to tell you that I am sorry. You are perfect in my eyes. Please don't ever change. I hope that you will find that forgiveness into your heart to forgive me. I must admit that I am longing for your touch and your warm embrace. I'm going to say he should feel embarrassed for what he has done. Well, yes and no. I don't want him feeling bad, but at the same time, he needs to recognize, my beautiful Julie, that he has done wrong, and he went about this whole thing in a wrong way. It was not okay. Yeah. You see, all these secrets, they caught up with me, each and every last one of them. Yes, one day he's going to realize that we knew he was lying. I miss you more now that we are apart. I still feel your presence and your energy around me. Yes, hopefully he will change on soon and everything will be okay. But still, he must still feel those emotions. He must realize what he has done, and he must rectify it. That's what he's got to do. I'm sending you much love, my sweetie pie. I am wishing you a nice session, my love, and I will speak with you a little bit later. Talk to you later, my beautiful. Let's go see Love Shine. Love Shine is right over here at 25 minutes. And voila. So my beautiful Love Shine. I knew that's what he was up to. So Mark's an up, and then with wife. He's been going through and organizing at home past 2 days and planning vacations, right? No, 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 no. The wife is working. Oh, yes, the wife is working. Well, working. She's helping. Okay. Okay, so let's start off with, oh, am I onto the second one? Hold on. Did you post something a little bit higher? You say you're here, post second, no. Okay, we're good, we're good. Alrighty. So, let's start off with these ones then that I was actually looking for. So, Mark, sun up until sleep with Amy. Mark, sun up until sleep with Amy. He is afraid. Did you show in any kind of a way that you were a little bit upset or a little bit annoyed or anything of the such? I only say it because I see over here Ace of Cups, so sun up until, sundown. He's happy with you and he loves you, and that's not really changing. Knight of Pentacles wanting to move on forward, to come and see you and to hold on to you, yet kind of being afraid that that would create some issues. So I'm basically going to say wanting to be close to you, but not being able to do so, because if he does, then he's going to end up being in trouble in some kind of a way. And this is what is coming on through. So I will say he's loving you all day, but he can't come and see you because he knows a tower moment shall come along with it. And he doesn't want to have that tower moment. Let's go and see sun up until sleep with wife. What is happening with the wife? Sun up until... All right, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Cups also, my sweet love. High Priestess. I'm actually going to have to say that things are going okay, my love. I cannot really complain onto that front. So I'm going to say, as for today with the wife, sun up until sleep with wife, things seem to be going okay. I feel like they're not fighting. I don't feel like they're complaining. I feel like they are actually kind of getting along well together. I'm going to say the friendship is there. I feel like maybe it's because, like you said, they're planning vacations and all those things. I feel like there's happiness into the air. The same card showed up into yours as into his, in different positions, but there is still that sense. So I get the sense that he's loving you today and he's holding on to you and he loves you all day. But I'm also getting some sense of him, he does still love her. Even though it is more of a friendship, he does still love her. And it does show into the cards over here. So I'm going to say today things are going quite well with them. I don't have any issues in any kind of a way. I feel like they're following on through. They're doing what it is that they must do. And I have no problems onto that side. I would like to because, for you, but no. Now you say he's been doing all this stuff. And you're wondering if his wife has been helping or he's the one who's doing all this when she's at work, right? All right. Five of Pentacles, the Four of Cups also popping on through over here with our Three of Pentacles. She's been helping, sweetie. He hasn't been alone whatsoever. I feel like she's actually helping planning, but she's also helping cleaning. So he is definitely not the only one who is doing this. She is helping along the way too. Yeah. But he is loving her in a friendship right away. No socks or kisses. I don't see no socks. There's no socks going on. But he is, having a good day with her. I can't say in any kind of a way that there is anything bad that is happening within this. So wife has been helping. Yeah, and you felt something different, right? Yeah, things are actually going well today. I feel the fact that they're cleaning, they're working together, that they're doing this, the fact that they're planning for these trips and all these things, it does bring in that sense of communication, of love, of tenderness. It brings all those things together. And so Yeah, there's no doubt about it, my beautiful love shine. The love that he has for you is not the love that he has for her, but he does still have loving feelings for her. They do still have some tender moments, even though they do not have socks very often. But, you know, they do have some nice little tender moments, or there will be little hugs and stuff like that. I'm basically going to say today is a good day. But it still doesn't change anything in regards to his love to you. He still loves you like he's loved you, you know, the day before, the month before. Nothing has changed. It's just that today is a good day on the family front. But then again, it's because they're into positive things. They're into changes and modifications and looking at beautiful things. And that brings good things towards people. People get excited about them. Yeah. Let me go and see what is coming on through with what is he wanting to say to you today that he is not necessarily saying. He's saying that he wants to reach on out towards you, but he's unavailable to actually do so. He's saying that he wants to share time with you, is basically what it is, and that he's unhappy when you're not necessarily around. Yeah. You felt sick, you say. Oh, sweetie pie. I'm sorry, my love. He's not happy. How's he feeling about all the vacation plans? He's actually happy about the vacations plans, sweetie. Yeah. Hanson. Oh, you googly eye, Hanson. I see ya. Yeah. No, he's okay with the vacation plans, sweetie. I mean, I believe that it is her idea to begin with. It is her idea to begin with. I feel like she's the one who kind of promoted the whole thing and everything and the such, but he's not against it, my love. He's not against it, sweetie pie. Good luck, Lilith and Juanson. He's happy because they are doing, he's happy. He's not happy because of her. He's happy because his life is going well. He's happy because he has you that he loves. He's happy because things are going well at home. He's happy because he's planning a trip, and who doesn't like a trip? You know, he's happy because things are going well with his life is going well. He cannot complain in any kind of way about his life other than the fact that you know, he's not 100% happy with the wife, but he's got you who comes on in and completes what he's not getting onto the other side. So, I mean, he's got two people that he cares about quite deeply into his life, and everything seems to be going the way that he wants. He's just orchestrating his life the way that he wants it. So, I'm going to say, basically speaking, no, he's quite content with his life. He is. Yeah. Um, Yvonne, let me know if you're here, my beautiful Yvonne, sweetie, okay? Let me know if you're here, my beautiful Yvonne. I'm going to come and see you, sweetie pie. All right, so All right. So, Yvonne, where are you, my love? All right. Yvonne, is your question already into the let me know if your question is already onto the other side, okay? If it's in PayPal. If so, I shall go and get it. And if not, you can post it. I'm coming on over to see you. You're going back to your box, Swanson? Tarot from your sweet love, my beautiful love shine. Holding on to what it is that you have. No rest for him, sweetie. He's busy. He doesn't necessarily see the options of when you guys are going to be able to see each other anytime. Well, not anytime soon. I believe he probably will be able to see you tomorrow or after tomorrow. But it's complicated. He's got a lot of stuff onto his plate. But even though he does have a lot of things onto his plate, he's still holding on to you and still loving you, sweetie. All right, thank you, my beautiful. I shall come and see it right away. Here we go for our beautiful Yvonne at this moment. Love shine, have no fears, sweetie. Things will be okay, my love. I know that it's not necessarily what you want or the way that things are going, but things will be okay. He does love you, but we do have to take in consideration that we knew he was going to be planning some trips and he was going to be doing some things. We saw it. So we just have to go with the flow instead of going against the flow and kind of being upset with it, right? So my beautiful Yvonne, I'm in PayPal, so I cannot see what is going on into the chat at this moment. And here we go for Yvonne. All right. A general work opportunities, finances, any hidden messages. Let's go and peek. Okay. Hold on. Advice from anybody, spirit and ancestors. Alrighty. So let's do this and voila. Okay. All right, so we're going to start off over here with your general, and then we're going to move on forward. All right. You're moving away from some challenging times, my love. But as you're moving away from some challenging times, it is going to be important for you to kind of keep things a little bit at I'm going to say play it small. Play it small for like a couple weeks or so. Don't necessarily take, even though it seems like you're leaving a period where there's more uncertainty, maybe there was more challenges that were away or that were around. It's going to be important for you to just kind of basically relax your beautiful self for, I'm going to say maybe 2-3 weeks. You're going to be entering a period where this is going to be more calm for you. There's going to be more clarity coming on in. This is a really, really good time for you for the different type of transitions that you would like to do, but to plan those transitions, not necessarily take them. So, you're going to be leaving behind what is no longer serving you, which is perfect. And you're going to be stepping into a more peaceful phase. But you need to trust the journey, even if it's going to feel like it's a little bit uncertain into the following weeks. That being said, you do seem to have new inspiration, new opportunities for growth, new potential that is coming on through towards you. I'm going to say as much transformation wise as financially speaking. All right. However, I do want you to be careful for overspending. I'm going to say to be careful with that and use your energy into the best way possible. All right. That being said, there's some project, there's something that is kind of stuck, that's a little bit stubborn. I don't know if you know what it is. It's something that you've been wanting to do, but it's like not really moving on forward for some reason. It's just kind of stuck there. What is that? What is that all about? Why do I feel like that is there? Mm-hmm. Where are you, my beautiful Yvonne? Looking for you, but now I'm wondering if you're still there. Okay, I'll continue into meanwhile. Um, so what I'm saying in work opportunities is there's something that seems to not really be necessarily lifting on up. So there's an idea, there's a thought that you've had, there is something that is not necessarily picking up the pace like you would actually like it to. So you are going to have the chance or the opportunity to collaborate, to work with somebody who's going to give you some type of recognition that's going to be coming from it. But this is going to be coming from some type of networking or some type of teamwork altogether. So that's going to be very important. Stay open to those type of partnerships. They could be really, really good, and they could lead you to significant growth into the upcoming months. Like I said, financially speaking, there's a certain stability that is there for the moment. Nothing really happening, but I'm also going to say to be careful not to overspend. So be a little bit careful for that. Make some thoughtful decisions. Make sure to treat yourself every once in a while. But yes, love wise, I do not see anything in particular. I'm going to go and look at any hidden messages or any type of advice from spirit or ancestors. All right, I keep getting delays that are popping on through over and over and trying one more time. So don't give up. There is something that maybe you're thinking of giving up on. Don't give up. Try one last time. All right. Also getting the message over here that you need to trust your intuition. You need to listen to your inner wisdom. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, they're encouraging you to listen to your gut feeling and seek those answers that are within. So journaling, you probably do some journaling. I know that you do some meditation. They're all really, really quite good for that. And I'm also getting the message that you need to release any past guilt, any past regrets. Know that your ancestors want you to know that you are being guided towards your higher purpose. But you do need to trust into that purpose and do not be, afraid to embrace any of these transformations whatsoever, my beautiful one. Basically, I'm going to say for you into my final message that your guides and your ancestors are emphasizing onto patience and onto self-trust. Know that you've done a lot of things all the way up until now, and know that nicer, bigger, better type of opportunities are keeping and coming ahead towards you. But do not forget that you need to work onto the collaborations, onto the networking. All those little connections are going to be really important for you. And whatever that project is that has been really stagnant, that perhaps you've been thinking of giving up onto, it could actually be worth it to give it like one more chance. So keep your mind and keep your heart completely open, and remember that you are always supported every single step of the way, my beautiful. Let me go and see that. Let me go and see that, sweetie. Hi, Stacy. How are you doing, sweetie? Stacy, if you want to post your question right away, you can, my love. You can post. I'll come and see you before going to see Mimi. You say it's the independent agent. Somehow your broker always promises to help, but he never does. And it's frustrating, right? Yeah, you have to be careful with that, my love. As for the claim, let me go see for the claim. All right. I'm glad that you're doing good, sweetie Stacy. Hello, High Priestess. Also nice to see you. So, Stacy, you are next, and then I'm going to go and see High Priestess. Hello, my beautiful High Priestess. Okay. My Page of Swords is in reverse position and getting a little bit of some judgment. Also following over here with the Star. You're hoping, you're wanting, you're desiring. There is going to be some type of issue. There will be an issue that you will have to address. No doubt about it. No doubt about that. Something is kind of bugging. They're going to ask for more clarification. They're going to ask for something. You're basically going to end up getting what it is that you're basically going to end up getting the claim and getting whatever amount of money you're supposed to get, but you're going to have to fight for it a little bit. You're going to have to prove something in some kind of a way or give extra information in order to get it, because otherwise it's going to take a little bit longer. But you will basically end up getting it, but you are going to have to work a little bit harder to get it. They're not going to give it to you right away. They're going to ask for explanations or proof or something of the such. So make sure that you've got whatever it is that is needed onto that, my love. Stacy, let's go and see that. Beautiful Yvonne. Sending you much love, sweetie pie. Let's go see our lovely friend Stacy. HP, I'm going to go and see if your question is here, HP, which is perfect. So you're going to be on up right after. And here we go. Yvonne, I'm sending you much love, sweetie. Bless you, sweetie pie. You've got this, Yvonne. You're my walking angel, sweetie. Have a lovely and a blessed evening, sweet one. My dear Stacy, you told your boyfriend that you'd like to take a break until the end of the month. Okay. And you were just not seeing the change and you needed to see if I feel like I had no choice. How's he doing? All right. Beautiful Stacy, the only thing that I do want to say upon all of that, thank you, my beautiful Lilith, is the following. The break that you have kind of brought on forth, all right? It is important to have an end date, not just the end of the month, because the end of the month for someone is very relative. It could be 24th, 25th, 28th, 29. It could be the beginning of the next one. It could, like, you know. So if ever you guys do, or if you do want to send him some precisions upon it, it's really, really quite good to, yes, have an end date and have a date when you guys are going to meet up or talk or whatever, and talk about what you figured out. How did you feel? Do you still want it? Like all those things. So do a little bit of a powwow. Yeah, because it's a moment of, it's not a moment of I'm going out and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. It's a moment where there must be rules, where you are either allowed to meet other people, you're not allowed, or you guys are just taking a break, but you're not allowed to see other people. You need to have an end date. You need to have a date where you're meeting on up, and you need to have some type of information when you guys meet up again so that you can exchange that information in great honesty within your feelings. Maybe by letter, maybe by email, however is best and however your relationship communicates best. Or maybe at the end of it, set yourself a therapy lesson and both of you guys go in front of your therapist for your therapy couple and you discuss about what happened into these last 3 weeks and how do you feel about it. But then you have somebody who's a mediator, who's into between, who can really help you identify everything. Yeah. Yeah, well, you don't have to see him in person, Stacey, honestly. It could be by email, by phone, by anything, but in person is better. And with a therapist would actually be really, really quite good. your therapist will be able to see quite clearly through everything and help you guys kind of guide yourself through it. And if ever at that point in time he does not appear and does not come on up for X or Y reason to that therapy session, then that's a clear message of the way he feels and the way he's going to continue to work onto the relationship. So be very careful about that. That being said, how is he feeling about it? Getting over here the retreat. From the retreat, we're getting the withdrawal. From that, I feel like he is actually redirecting his energy at this moment. So he is going within. He's trying to figure out. I don't necessarily feel like he was expecting that you were actually going to say this and that you were going to be doing this. But you know what? I actually feel like this is going to help him go and reconnect. Anyways, for the moment, he's actually agreeing with this, and I do not feel as though he's sad by it. Why is he not sad by it is probably what you're wondering. Because he thinks it's a good idea. He wanted to have a break too. And this break is going to allow him to find his energy, to reconnect with himself, to reconnect with the energy of this relationship, and really just kind of recreate that desire, that want, that romance, that love. It's going to help him connect to your relationship altogether. So basically, he thinks this is a good idea. I believe that he is going to be working onto himself, and I feel like this is a good thing. Yeah, no, he agrees with it. He's not sad about it. He agrees with it. He thinks that it's a good idea. It's going to allow you guys to figure out what's next. It's going to allow you to, both of you, to have that opportunity of what's next. What would you like? What would he like? So into his mind, he's thinking that this is going to actually perhaps make the relationship go further. Because if you did not do this step, the relationship would have ended. So basically, my love, he's okay with this. He's okay with it. But you do need to have your guidelines, and you do need to have like a setup date and what happens at the end of that date. What's the next step? You're meeting up for lunch, I don't know, on the 1st of February at noon at that restaurant. I mean, whatever. Yeah. Oh, it would have ended otherwise, sweetie. This was just turning into a circle. He was not feeling well. He was not happy about it. He was frustrated. You were frustrated. He was not putting the effort into it anymore. A relationship goes both ways. If only one person is putting the effort, you can love all you want, but you're going to be sad forever, and you don't want that. Yeah. So, sweetie pie, good for you, my love. Good for you. You took the right decision, sweet one. Sending much love your way. Attention, j'ai une chandelle. Touchez pas. Restez loin. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Peux-tu venir avec moi aller chercher du jus?
Pourquoi?
On n'a pas envie d'y aller.
Pourquoi?
Parce qu'on entend plein de bruit.
Le toutou, il est où?
Il est en bas dans sa cage.
Il est dans son triangle?
Oui, puis on entend la cage bouger. Puis il y a un sac de poubelle par terre.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Hold on just one second. I'm coming back for HP, okay? Just 1 second, guys. My kids are hearing noises downstairs and they're too afraid to go get a glass of juice. So 1 second, I'm coming right back. Don't touch. Allez, allez, allez. Suzanne, à bientôt. Mwah. I'm back, guys. Sorry. When things go boom, it becomes scary. What is that? You can hear Lisa's laugh. Yeah, I'm a weird one. Okay, here we go. Oh, my dear God. Well, the story is, and Al wanted some. There's no sponsorship here. I have to say it. She wanted some San Pellegrino. She wanted the lemon one. And I actually had into the fridge this, which is Simply Spiked, which is a lemon drink that resembles a lot the San Pellegrino, but actually has alcohol in it. And she took it out and I cracked it open for her. And she's like, oh my God, Mom, that's not San Pellegrino. It looks exactly the same. I'm like, oh my God, no, it's not. So now I've got something to drink later in a girly girl glass. So there you go. Hey, I guess I'll have a Simply Spiked later. Alrighty, so let me go and see over here our beautiful HP. It is your turn. Let us know, please, if you are here. I kid you not, seriously. Alrighty, so hold on just 1 second. Your question was over here. And voila. Okay. What are you up to? I saw the word travel. Oh. Good for you. How did you get credit to fly? How do I get credit to fly? Actually, I got credit for flying once because they were so late and they made like a bunch of boo-boos like all over the place. I had young kids and they were supposed to be with me on the trip. They like put everybody all over the place because they like overbooked. Like it was wild. I never used that credit. Like, I don't know, when they give you credit, there's weird conditions with them. I don't know what happened with it. Okay, so, well, that is perfect. You're not going to stay for long, maybe a week, but how is this? Good for you. Now that I love. Okay, perfect. I love that. Let's go and see. How is that going to be going for you? So how will this trip to Vegas go? You're going to have a ball. You're going to have a great time. It's going to be nice. Yeah, it's going to allow you to kind of rethink some things, to get some clarity. You might actually have a little bit of a romance while you're over there. Yes. So what I'm going to say is this. The overall energy of the trip, I'm going to say positivity. I'm going to say joy. I'm going to say celebration. Your trip is going to be filled with happiness. There's going to be good vibes. There's going to be some memorable moments. It's really just going to be a time for you to recharge, to have fun, and to strengthen your bond with your friend. Like I said, also, there could be a little bit of some, flirtation kind of going on also. So basically, you're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to have beautiful times. You're going to be able to meet up with new people. It's going to give you some laughter. It's going to give you a beautiful sense of, I'm going to say, camaraderie, just getting out of what you're usually into at this moment in time, right? And I'm also going to have to say that, something unexpected could occur while you're there. Not because it's Vegas and because it kind of seems to be the slogan, but no. I need you to be adaptable and open to different type of changes. I feel like you guys are going to kind of plan to go somewhere. You're going to end up not really going there, but you're going to go elsewhere. And I feel like something good is going to be happening wherever you plan on going on to the second place. That is not the first place that you decided to go to. Point being, you're going to have a good time. You will be safe. Nothing will happen. The travel will go well. You will have a fantastic time. It will be the greatest thing for your birthday altogether. And like I said, I don't feel like a relationship is going to be born, but you're most likely going to be meeting somebody who is definitely anyways going to be flirting with you. So yeah, I say go ahead with it, sweetie. Embrace the spontaneity. Let yourself enjoy the adventure without overthinking anything. Try new things, explore, be open for whatever this trip has to offer. Just have fun. This is going to be a little bit your birthday, carefree energy. Enjoy it, sweetie. It's a yes onto my side. Because it was a hurricane in Florida and you couldn't go. Oh, okay. No, I don't believe they will. No, I don't believe they will, sweetie. You'll be good, my love. So my beautiful high priestess, good for you, sweetie. Enjoy it, my love. Enjoy it. I want to go. I do. I want to go on vacation. I can't. I gotta wait until I'm done some things. And then I'll be able to go. So hopefully by this summer I'll be able to go. But that being said, you enjoy it for every single one of us, and you let us know how it goes. And the meanwhile, I'm going to go and see our beautiful friend Mimi. Mimi, you're next. Me. And I'm going to shut off the shorts feed because, well, it's Wednesday and nothing much is really happening over there. I see Lilith and Watson kind of working really, really hard over there. So let me give you guys a break and let's just switch everything onto the other side. I'm going to go and see Mimi. So just 1 second. Okay, found Mimi. Let's shut this one on off. So I'm shutting off the stream onto the other side.